Okay everyone, welcome back to the second sessions for Friday class, and this is the last session for this week, and I hope you really enjoyed the first video lesson. Now we move on to another grammatical lesson, which is about infinitive and gerund, which is the part 2 of our writing right 3, and this is the unit 4, and most of the lesson that you are seeing on the slideshow right here are on your writing right 3 book, and you can find this lesson on your book, which is on page 38. So without any further ado, let's look at the contents of what we are going to do in this video. So in this video, we are going to review some of the important concepts. It's just a quick look of those important points. We will look at the subject of the sentence. We use infinitive and gerund as the subject, and also the object of the sentence versus the complement of the sentence. Last but not least, we will look at the four subject it that you have already learned from the previous video lesson. So as I told you earlier, this is just the recap of what you have learned from the writing right 3 for the whole weeks. So without any further ado, let's look at this sentence. So as you notice, all of these sentences, we use to infinitive and gerund as the subject of the sentence. And can you identify what part of these words are the subjects? So to watch movie on YouTube is easy nowadays. So which one is the subject? YouTube is the subject of the sentence, or movie on YouTube are the subject of the sentence? No, actually all these phrases are the subject of the sentence, and it starts with to infinitive. So we call it to infinitive as the subjects. The second one, learning online is convenient for students. So learning online is the subject of this sentence. To get new friends is exciting. You might ask, friend is a plural noun. We have s at the end. Generally we use are with this plural subject, but in this sentence, friend is not the subject of the sentence. But to get new friend, all of these phrases are the subject of the sentence. So this is a singular subject. So we use is excited. Is a singular verb which agree with a singular subject to get new friends. Studying with many different people is very good experience. Again, it is the same structure. Most people are confused with this structure. They tend to use plural verb because they see the noun that next to the verb are plural. But actually, the noun that stand next to the main verb here is not the subject of the sentence. It's just a part of the subject. And the whole phrases here is the subject. Studying with many different people. All of these is the subject, and it functions as a singular subject. So we need to use the singular verb, which is it, as the subject here. Let's move on to another important part, which is the object. And again, most people are very confused with object and complement. That is why I always remind all of you the differences between subject and complements. Because for the intermediate learner and advanced English learner, we tend to identify each part of the sentence differently from those who are studying in the elementary level. When you were studying in the elementary level, most of the time there is no complement word. So the word we call complement mentioned in the lesson. We follow the structure subject, verb, object only. So you see that this structure always the object. But now you are an intermediate learner, which means a higher learner of English. So you should know the differences between object and complements. So all of these are the object. What does it mean, object? So object refer to the part of the sentence which affect directly from the main verb. So here I enjoy talking to him. So talking to him here is affected by the word enjoy. Okay, so talking to him is the object, which is gerund. They hope to talk to you. So hope to talk to you is the object because it has the direct effects with the word hope. I want to see your friends. So to see your friend function as the object. They need to see you today. It is the object because it has direct effects from the main verb. How about complements? So complement is just the word that gives the meanings to another word in the sentence. It can give the meanings to the subject, which we call subject complement, or it can give more meanings to the object, which we call object complements. So in this example, he is a teacher. So he actually is the subject. A teacher is not the object here, but it is the complement. So the complement, they give more meanings to the word he. Who is he? He is a teacher. Who is a teacher? It is he or it is him. So it is the same person. Last but not least, move on to another example. We want you to listen to us. So we is the subject, want is the main verb, you is the object. Okay, we want you is the sentence which structure subject, verb, and object. But to listen to us. So we want you to listen to us. To listen to us here is the subject complement or object complements, right? It is the object complement because it gives more information to the object of the sentence. We want what? We want you to do what? To do or to listen to us. They help me to learn new skill, the same structure as the second sentence. My favorite hobby is drawing a picture. So this one is the subject complement because my favorite hobby is the subject and the object drawing a picture give more information to the subjects. So I hope you can distinguish between subject complement and objects very clearly. Let's move on to another part, which is the for subject it. As you already learned, when the subject is relatively long, we tend to use it instead of the whole information. So as you can see, it is good to run every morning. Actually, you can use run every morning as the subject of the sentence. So you can say running every morning is good. But look, the subject is a little bit long. So to make the subject only one word, we need to use it. It is easy to take a picture. So to take a picture is function as the subject as well. So to take a picture is very easy. However, there are some structure that you can use with to infinitive, and generally it follows the same structure. So it plus to be, so the to be of it can be is if it is in the present tense, and it can be was when it is in the past tense. Adjective plus to infinitive. Look, it is hard to learn to ride a bicycle when you are old. So we use it is structure to do this. Instead of using to learn to ride a bicycle when you are old, which is a very long subject, so they just use it is hard, it is easy, something like that. Another structure that you can also use when you want to use to infinitive in your sentence, you can use this structure. it is plus adjective plus for plus to infinitive. So look at the original example. Our neighbor should respect each other. Okay, so you can transform this sentence into another new structure with use to infinitive. Why you need to transform or change the structure? Because you can make your writing more variety, a different language structures to make sure that the reader can read and know that you are an intermediate learner. Because you can write a sentence in many different ways that convey the same meanings. So this original example can change into it is important for neighbor to respect each other. As you can see, it followed the structure and the form here, which use to infinitive. So everyone, that's it for the video lesson today, and I hope that for the whole week you have learned a lot of lessons. So now it is time for you to enjoy your 2-day breaks and have a nice day everyone. Goodbye.